In this video, I want to introduce you to the command line tool for refining AI-generated voiceovers. For those using text-to-speech services, they need to do one more thing, which is to adjust the tone, speed, or other attributes to make it sound more human-like.
TTS often ends up being molded in such a way that it's easy for someone to detect that the intonation is not natural, which means it's 100% computer-generated speech. Sonox was created to help you solve this issue in a simple way. Alright, in this lesson, you'll learn about the parameters that need to be adjusted to change the AI voice to be more human-like.
One good news is that you can totally use Sox to faux TTS into a more human-like voice by applying some random effects, pitch, tempo, formant, noise, EQ, to break the robotic pattern while still maintaining clarity.
First of all, there are some concepts you need to understand clearly.
Pitch, changing the pitch plus or minus 20 cents to create a natural feeling.
Tempo. Change the speaking speed plus minus 7% to break evenly.
Speed. Change the playback speed plus minus 5%.
Change the volume plus minus 3%. Reverb. Add a slight echo like the real recording. Treble or bass. Adjust EQ to create different colors.
Gain. Normalize the volume to avoid peaks.
If you want to add vibrato and formant variation similar to a human voice, you can combine it with tremolo, 5 Hz, depth 20%, creating a slight vibration like breath or emotion. A simple example, I will use all the attributes from pitch to bass as mentioned above to modify a voice reading from a text-to-speech service. All right, let's get started. different versions. Currently, I am using Sox 14.4.2. Okay, there is no problem. So it has been successful. It's really simple, isn't it? There are some notes as follows. In SOX 14.4.2, gain is optional, and if placed at the end, it can sometimes cause errors depending on the build version or the order of effects. Gain means to normalize the volume, but some older versions of SOX will have a conflict if there has been another gain or certain effect chains before it. If you completely remove gain, it will still run normally, only the final volume will not be auto-adjusted to the maximum. Another common issue occurs where the sound is cut off at the end compared to the original. What is happening? Oh, after a few hours of research, I found out that the culprit for cutting the file in half is the sequence of reverb effects placed before the tremolo in the same SOX command. To fix this error, we need to change the order, tremolo to reverb, or separate it into two passes. You can also implement a safe approach, multiple passes, with a pad at the beginning/end and a fallback for volume. Ha 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 ha. Sometimes you just need to lower the volume before applying treble or bass to fix the issue. This method retains the original length of the file and prevents SOX from trimming to protect against clipping. Okay, to make life easier, I have prepared some shell script files for you to use. I have added 2 ways to edit the audio and randomize it every time you convert. There are 4 files, among which test.sh and test1.sh are 2 conversion methods with different fine-tuned attributes. If you don't want to follow a specific template, you should add more options to allow for randomization. Oh, but it should only be from 2 to 3 tones. If there are too many, it can become excessive, as it will look like many people are presenting in one video. I wrote 2 more files. One file, mix.sh, which randomly runs the 2 files, test.sh and test1.sh, which are 2 ways to shuffle randomly. And the file mix_all.sh will help you edit all the audio files you need. All you need to do is put all the audio files into a folder. It will automatically edit and save them as other files with the prefix _. The entire file you have is linked in the description of the video. You can download it and use it for free. Okay, so I have guided you on the basic usage of the SOX tool, a great tool for editing sound professionally. But this is just the basics. There are many more interesting things that you need to learn. And I will end the video here. If you find the video useful, please press the subscribe button to follow more interesting videos. Wishing you success. Goodbye.